every day is an adventure in the logging business. It really is. It's just you meet a lot of people and you never know what you're going to get into or what you're going to see, or the scenarios, job type scenarios. I'm looking at a job of timber right now, and a lot of you guys know that watch my YouTube channel know I do a lot of advertising on Facebook, or I do a lot on Facebook. Well, I get a message on Facebook earlier in the week. I'm walking down a log right now, balancing. So, concentration. So I get a message earlier in the week on Facebook to come look at some timber in an area that I've cut a lot of timber in years past. You know, both me and my dad. More so my dad than me, but I've bought a lot of timber up in here too. So I get up here, and the lady's explaining to me she was having somebody log this, which I know who they are. I know who they are, we'll just say that. And of course my GPS in some areas is screwy, so I drove by this place and I'm driving down the road. I'm like, man, there's been a fire here. Well, I get down there and start talking to the lady, and apparently the guy that, I guess he did have a contract. So he's got a contract to cut this lady's timber. In the midst of this, his machine catches on fire, or whatever he was using. It doesn't look like he was using a log skidder, not that I can tell. But his machine catches on fire and burns the timber down. Literally, I'm walking through charred timber. And I'd say this happened probably last fall or better, just judging by the looks of it. I mean, it's green back up, the vegetation has. But she was wanting to know if I'd want to log it. And usually I don't like to get involved in deals like this. It's just, chances are when somebody's been here and logged, whether they did a good job or a bad job, if they did a good job, there's no need to coming back. If they did a bad job, they get all the good trees, and you really can't justify coming in here to, you know, cut the junk and not get any gravy. So, it's the first time I've ever run into a deal like this, ever. But she said he caught the timber on fire and left and never came back. Whoa. Which, you know, gosh darn it, we're insured, but I'm not sure how that'd work. I guess if we burnt down the 100-acre woods, I guess my insurance would, you know, probably pick up a tab or something, which there was no structural damage, but it did burn the timber. Let's take a look at it. Hold on. Okay, we're rolling again. But yeah, so I mean, you can tell it's burned it pretty good. A lot of charred pieces, which there's still a few trees. I mean, they cut some, look like some really good trees, which, like I said, I've logged a lot in this area over the years. So you never, the timber goes one of two ways. It either cuts really good or it cuts really bad. There's usually not a lot of in between in this area. So, and it's primarily white oak. Up in here, we've cut some big jobs of white oak in here, but trees like this, like I said, that tree needs to grow. I mean, it's got a good stave log in it. It does. It could be harvested. But to me, I just don't think that's big enough to harvest. I think stuff like that needs to grow a little longer. More so, I mean, that's the way a lot of these trees are that have been left, which, you know, good selection, which, look there, there's some logs that they've cut them, they didn't even drag them out. But I mean, they burn this timber off good. I really have my doubts if this is something that I want to take on, and I told the lady that before. I even walked down here because I don't like to get involved in things like this. If somebody's been here and logged it, like I said, regardless if they did a good job or bad job, I don't want to get in the middle. And it all comes back to, when you get your timber harvested, you need to do your homework. You need to make sure You get a reputable logging company who I think, you know, they should carry their certification, their state certification. And they need to be insured, and they need to have a good reputation. I mean, do some homework. I mean, those are some good trees. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. These are good stave logs. Count 3 of them right here. Look at that. 4, 5. Ain't that something? Just left them here. Man, that's terrible. That is terrible. I couldn't imagine doing something like that. Huh. Guys, always do your homework when you're landowners out there that watch my channel. Whether you have me harvest your timber, or I mean, if you're a ways away from me, do your homework. Always have a reputable logging company. Do some background on the logging company. Ask for references, check around on them, you know. I mean, look at all these trees right here. Logs. They've been cut. They're all up through here. Always do your homework, guys. Always do your homework. I know this guy that cut these logs. He's from just north of Stockton, where I live. I think that's where he lives. But man, if it's stuff like this that gives loggers a bad name, it really is. This man, this is terrible. There's more up there, more trees laying on the ground. They didn't drag out. These are still good logs. There's nothing wrong with these. They hinge cut them. Notched and hinged them. At least they did that. But always do your homework, guys. Watch out for shady loggers, because they give us all a bad name. They give us good guys a bad name. Huh. Always an adventure. Wow. So I guess this was their decking area. They've cut several logs, I mean, stacked up, piled up, man. Just already got them bucked to length. Most of them little tie logs. There's that, empty. That's not, I shouldn't laugh at things like that. Yeah, see, I tell you, the timber goes one of two ways up in here. This is the wrong way to go. What a mess. There's several more logs right up this little draw here that are still, I mean, they're cut and they're just laying in there. Judging by the looks of it, they didn't even drag these out with a skidder. I'm not for sure what they would have used, because the log roads don't look like a skidder was used to me. Yeah, see there? Some little tie logs, but of course they've been here a while. They're starting to kind of check out, but right there. Some butts. Fire scar and shake. Little pallet tops. Stave logs there, just piled up here. These logs ain't worth a lot, they're just not very good. Right there's the dirt road, coming right in off the dirt road and loading here. I believe they haul logs with an old 2-ton truck. I've seen it going up and down the road around home, an old gas engine. Really something. Don't believe I'll be interested in this mess. See, you know, this is just it. I mean, when I say I don't like getting involved in things like this is a lot of it. Somebody's cut these, and of course the landowner will want me to sell them or move them. And you're just asking for trouble in situations like that. Cut bad there. Just asking for trouble. Huh. See one more, or a couple more laying up there to cut. Crazy stuff. You never know what you're going to see out here. Guys, thanks a lot for walking the timber with me today. Always a pleasure. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Comment on the videos, like all the videos. Of course you gotta like them. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Turner Logging LLC. Check out Logger Threads on Facebook and Instagram. Order yourself some shirts. Look at that butcher job. Like a rabid beaver got a hold of it. Be sure to check out Timber Tracker for all your digital forestry tool needs. Guys, I'm walking back to the truck. I'm getting out of here. We'll catch you later. See you next time.